So today we're going to pull back the curtain on a book that absolutely took the world by storm. Paula Hawkins' The Girl on the Train. We're going to dive deep into the storytelling tricks and psychological twists that made this thriller such an unforgettable ride.
You know, it all kicks off with a question that I think we've all asked ourselves at some point. That quick glance into a lit window from a passing train or a car, and the stories we just invent for the people inside. This novel grabs that very normal, everyday act and just spins it into this incredible web of suspense and obsession.
And this is the voice that's going to guide us through the whole thing. Meet Rachel. Right from page 1, her narration feels, well, a little unsettling. She sees a pile of old clothes, and her mind immediately jumps to the person who wore them. It's like we're being warned from the get-go. You're seeing this world through the eyes of someone whose imagination might be a little too active. Okay, so let's hop on the train with Rachel for her daily commute. For her, this isn't just about getting from point A to point B. Oh no, this is a ritual. It's her only window into the lives she so desperately wishes she had. And this really gets to the heart of why she does this. For Rachel, watching these strangers isn't just a way to pass the time. It's her comfort blanket. It's how she connects with a feeling of stability and safety that's completely missing from her own life. See, there's this one spot on her commute, a faulty red signal, where the train stops every single day. And that stop gives her this perfect, unobstructed view into one particular house, number 15. And that house becomes the stage for her most detailed fantasies.
She has no idea who they really are, of course, so she gives them names, Jason and Jess. And in her mind, they are just perfect. He's the strong, protective type. She's this beautiful, artistic soul. They are literally everything Rachel feels she's lost. So she's not just watching a random couple, she's watching a projection of her own lost happiness.
But then, one Friday morning, everything changes. That perfect little fantasy world she's built, it just shatters. A single moment, a fleeting glimpse from her train window, is about to pull Rachel out of the audience and throw her right onto the stage. So the scene is set, right? It feels like any other morning. The train stops, Rachel looks out her window, and there's Jess out on her patio. But that familiar, comforting picture is about to break. Then a man walks out to join her. But hold on, that's not Jason. It's not the man from her fantasy. And right away, there's this feeling that something is deeply, deeply wrong. You can feel the crack forming in that perfect facade she's built. And there it is, the kiss. That's the turning point. It's a massive betrayal, and not just of Jason, but of Rachel's whole fantasy. And just like that, the train starts moving again. But for Rachel, her world is just ground to a halt. Now, listen to her reaction here. It's not just, oh, that's a shame. No, she says she feels as though she has been cheated on. The line between her watching the story and being in the story, it's completely gone. This is personal now. Okay, so Rachel's just seen this huge betrayal, right? She's our only witness, but just when we're leaning on her to tell us what's going on, the story does something absolutely brilliant. It completely pulls the rug out from under us and makes us ask a very important question. Can we actually trust anything this woman sees? I mean, let's just take a look at the facts. She's drinking gin and tonics out of a can on the train. She has these massive memory blackouts from drinking too much. She's completely obsessed with her ex-husband, Tom, to the point where she's harassing him. That whole commute, it's a lie. She lost her job months ago and is just pretending to go to work. She's not a homeowner anymore, she's a lodger. All of a sudden, our one and only witness is, well, she's deeply, fundamentally unreliable. And right when we're starting to seriously doubt everything Rachel says, the author pulls off this masterstroke. We're about to hear from the woman on the other side of that window. So, the book asks this really crucial question. We've seen Rachel's fantasy version of this woman's life, but what's it actually like? What's her reality?
But it's not that simple. The story throws another curveball at us. We don't just switch narrators, we also jump back in time, a whole year earlier. This changes not just our point of view, but our entire place in the story's timeline.
And here she is, the real woman, Megan, the woman Rachel called Jess. And her life? Wow, it could not be more different from what Rachel imagined. In her own words, we see a life filled with quiet desperation, with boredom, with this ache to be something more than just a wife.
And this right here is the absolute genius of the novel. It's all about putting these two totally different perspectives against each other. It becomes this masterclass in showing the massive, massive gap between how we think other people live and the reality they're actually in.
Let's just look at this side by side. It's kind of staggering. On one hand, you have Rachel seeing a perfect golden couple. But Megan's reality? Her days feel totally empty. Rachel admires her style, thinking she can carry that kind of thing off, while Megan hates her job as a nanny and just throws on jeans. And the big one, Rachel is so sure they are happy, I can tell. Meanwhile, Megan feels completely trapped, saying, I need to find something that I must do. The contrast is just, wow. So you see, this whole thing is so much more than just a whodunit. It's about how tricky the truth can be. By giving us narrators who lie, who forget things, who project their own desires onto others, the book basically turns us, the readers, into the detectives. We're the ones left to piece together what really happened from all these broken, biased accounts.
Which leaves us with the big central dilemma of the entire book. When your only witness to a potential crime is someone you know you can't really trust, what do you do? Who do you believe? The story or the person who's telling it?